Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle and this is Danielle's Books. Thanks for stopping by, and this is going to be my February TBR. So it's kind of been a little bit since I filmed. I'm not really going to get into it, but we're back and we're here for a TBR. I have kind of a good amount of books on this TBR. I got through, I think, 10 books in January, so I'm kind of on a roll. I had to take a little bit of a break in these last couple weeks of January because of some other stuff that's been going on, which is private matters, so I'm not going to get into it, but I want to get into the books on this TBR. So before we get started, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I would love to have you. So also linked down below will be like Goodreads, Storygraph, podcast, Bookstagram, TikTok, wherever you want to find me, I'm probably there. Let's start with the buddy read for this month with my husband, Zach. Zach's books, his channel will be linked down below. And this month there's going to be a lot of library books in this TBR. Our buddy read is Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. So this book just came out in January, and also I love the cover. Sorry for any glare, I'm right by a big window, and like I said, they're library books. This one says, Knives Out and Clue meet Agatha Christie and the Thursday Murder Club in this fiendishly clever blend of classic and modern murder mystery. A fresh take on the locked room mystery, a brilliant homage to the golden age of crime fiction, and will keep you guessing right until the end. So if this is a book that you've been wanting to check out, you can read it along with us, and you can always message us on Instagram and all of that. But this is definitely one that I've been wanting to read. Clue is like my favorite board game. I love locked room mysteries. I love Clue inspired books. So this is right up our alley, and I'm excited for that. Now, I posted a video at the beginning of this year, I believe, the 23 books I want to read in 2023. In January, I knocked off 3 books already. You can see what those are over on Instagram. Like I said, that'll be linked down below. And this month, I have 2 that I want to get to. Hopefully, I'll be getting to more of them. But for starters, I have The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay, and Zach actually mentioned that he wanted to give this a reread too. I think this was like a 3-star for him the first time, but you can go check out his Goodreads or whatever. That might be linked down below. I'm not totally sure. This one I want to get to because of the adaptation that's coming out this month, and I honestly don't know much about this, and I kind of want to keep it that way. So I'll leave a link down below to all of these books, and if you want to know more about it, you can go ahead and check out that link. But I'm going to go into this one pretty blind, and that is The Cabin at the End of the World. And yeah, I'm excited for it because we definitely want to watch the movie. Next up from that list is The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson. I know I haven't read this book. I feel like I'm one of the last people who's read this. This is like an all-time favorite thriller for a lot of people. It's one that everyone says is super twisty and very unexpected, like twists and turns. So this one I wanted to pick for this month because I think the sequel comes out this month or soon, maybe next month. I'm not totally sure. This one says, a dark and devious literary suspense novel about a random encounter, sex, and a conversation that quickly turns to murder. A modern reimagining of Strangers on a Train. So that sounds pretty good. And like I said, I love a twisty thriller, and this one is supposed to provide that. So there you have it, The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson. Next up, I have a couple of January thriller releases that I actually didn't end up getting to that I'm still interested in. I actually did a good job of getting to some January releases. If you want I don't love doing like wrap-ups. I usually try and do recent reads, but if you want an overall like January wrap-up or just a recent reads, leave a comment and let me know which one. I think, like I said, I got through either 9 or 10 books. I can't remember. Like I said, we had to take a couple weeks off from a lot of things at the end of the month, just for some unexpected reasons. But the 3 releases that I'm still interested in are, I'll probably just fly through these. You Must Remember This by Kat Rosenfield. This one was the one where like an older woman like falls in the lake outside her home, but you're like wondering if she was actually like led there. And someone like tried to kill her or something. It says, Bailey, are you okay? All right. It says, an immersive gothic mystery with a long ago love affair, icy death, and a rich family gone bad. I'm just going to leave it at that blurb. And that's the first one. Like I said, that came out in January. The next one is also from the library. The Things We Do to Our Friends. Sorry about the glare. This cover is just stunning. And I think this is a debut. I'm not totally sure. It says she's an outsider desperate to belong, but the cost of entry might be her darkest secret in this intoxicating debut of literary suspense about a clique of dangerously ambitious students. So, yes, it is a debut, and I'm excited to get this one. I literally haven't seen or heard any reviews for this one, so I will just be going in with my own thoughts and everything, which is great. Next up, also from the library, All the Dangerous Things by Stacey Willingham. This was the author of A Flicker in the Dark, which I know is a really popular book last year. I actually haven't read that book yet. It's one that I'm interested in, but it's one that it's just been so hyped and I've seen so many reviews for it. So I'm kind of like, I feel like I already know a lot of what goes on in the book, but let's see if there's a blurb for this one. It says, a totally gripping thriller about a desperate mother with a troubled past. It looks like 1 year ago, Isabel Drake's life changed forever. Her toddler son Mason was taken out of his crib in the middle of the night while she and her husband were asleep in the next room. With little evidence and few leads for the police to chase, the case quickly went cold. However, Isabel cannot rest until Mason is returned to her, literally, except for the occasional catnap or small blackout where she loses track of time. She hasn't slept in a year. That's all I'm going to read for the blurb. That sounds intriguing enough for me. So, All the Dangerous Things by Stacey Willingham. Now, with it being February, I feel like I should try and read a romance, maybe two. So, surprise, your girl's going to try and get back into romance. I have two options here. This one I feel pretty confident I'll like, and that is The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. This is I think this was a really popular one last year. I literally didn't read one romance book last year, so I'm not totally familiar with a lot of the romance titles. This one says, romance is dead, but this isn't what she had in mind. It says, romance is most certainly dead, but so is her new editor, and his unfinished business will have her second-guessing everything she's never known about love stories. Honestly, I don't know a whole lot of what this is about, but I am really interested in this one. A lot of people who generally read thriller and horror books have read this romance that I've seen reviews for and have liked it. So that's why I picked that one. And then the other one I have from the library is How to Love Your Neighbor. Also, I love this cover and this color. It says, with the rules for being neighborly out the window, Grace and Noah are in an all-out feud. But sometimes your nemesis can show you that home is always where the heart is. A frothy, effervescent romantic comedy. Sophie Sullivan's latest delivers a slow burn romance that will have you delighted from start to finish. Okay. I am, like I said, I don't read romance a lot, so I don't really... this sounds good. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it at that. I know that you guys maybe aren't interested in like romance content, and honestly, I'm not really either, but I wanted to try and give some romances a try again to see if I can like the genre again. I don't know. Last one, this is a little bit of an oddball pick for me, which is why I left it at the end. This one is also a library book. If you didn't know, I worked at a library. This is really good, actually, by Monica Heisey. I actually picked this up also from Book of the Month for February because I just have a feeling I'm really going to enjoy it. It says, a hilarious and painfully relatable debut novel about one woman's messy search for joy and meaning in the wake of an unexpected breakup, from comedian and essayist Monica Heisey. Laugh out loud funny and filled with sharp observations, a tender bittersweet comedy that lays bare the uncertainties of modern love, friendship, and our search for that thing we like to call happiness. This is a remarkable debut from an unforgettable new voice in fiction. So, first of all, the cover really caught my eye when I was in the library. And also, I had heard good reviews for this one. And this, like I said, is kind of like an oddball pick. So, I'm just going to give it a try. And this is something I could probably read like at my desk at work because it's pretty, it seems like it's not going to be very, I don't want to say it's like mindless reading, but with thrillers, I feel like you have to pay so close attention to detail. And so those are a little bit harder to read at my desk at work. So I think this could be a good one. So I'm going to put that on the February TBR, and that's my February TBR. So let me know what books you're planning to read. I'm kind of holding my stack here because it's pretty tall and I don't want it to fall on like Bailey or anything. Let me know what books you're planning to read in the month of February. If you're planning to read any of these, let me know. Also, if you want to join the buddy read of Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone, I always mix up that title. Do it and chat with us over on Instagram. And with that, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe because I would love to have you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!